rugby stopped and he got out and took some corn off the engine and ate it. He cooked some corn on the engine in the convoy.
Hey guys, welcome back. Nice to see you guys. If you're new here, welcome to the family. Please, click that button down there or up here. We're going to put a button, subscribe, share, comment, and like. Today, we're going to be talking about our childhoods. I've got Martin back. He's out of quarantine. Yep. Did you just...
I waved. I said hi.
Okay. Well, guys, as I was saying, today we're talking about our childhoods, comparing how we grew up. Obviously, because I grew up in Zimbabwe and he grew up here.
In England.
So we're just going to compare. This one will be interesting. So, Martin, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Oh, okay. Do you want to go first then?
Just wondering, what do you want to know about first?
I don't know. Just growing up here. Normal, like...
Going to school?
As far as you can remember, really.
Oh. Last back of me, it's more about going to school.
Oh, okay.
Like for me, I used to go to school like 9 till 3, I think, something like that.
I think we used to start 8 till 4 or 9 till 4. I can't remember exactly. But yeah. It's different actually, because when you were in primary school, we used to go, I think, I don't know. I don't remember. Oh, that's shameful.
You're not ashamed of yourself? Are you not embarrassed? This is really embarrassing.
I think we used to go, when you were in primary school, it used to be 9 till 1. And then as you grow older, maybe after grade 4 or whatever, you would go back for sports. So after 1, you'd be staying at school for sports. And maybe as you go up to, because we had grades 1 to 7. So...
Yeah, we also 1 to 6.
Oh yeah, that's where we're different. But you guys, I think you start school at different ages.
Yeah, we used to start when we were 3. Well, yeah, 3, wasn't it? Or 4 years old.
I don't know. Well, I know with the girls anyway. Kayla started when she was 4 and Alexa started when she was 5.
Yeah, you have like preschool at 3, whatever, like.
Yeah.
Reception, whatever. I never did reception.
We had nursery, and then
nursery.
You go to grade 1. We didn't, but now apparently they have like nursery, and then they go to grade 0, and then they go to grade 1.
Yeah, no, when I was young, it was just your nursery, then your grade 1.
Oh, so I think that's the most.
Yeah, I used to have to be walked to school until I was in like years 5, 6. Then used
walk to school. And I remember when we were in grade 1, as long as, I think the further your mum went is taking you to school was literally the first day. The second day, you literally have your backpack on, you bouncing along on your own.
Well, it's like a little 4 or 5-year-old.
Yeah. Like, we all started school at 5. And
you could walk to school on your
the
own.
first day, you could... That's the only day that you go in with your mum or your dad.
Yeah, I suppose it's different here, because obviously in Africa you probably can... And no one's going to bother you, are they? Everyone's doing it. Here, this is, I suppose, a lot more cautious about letting your children walk to school.
It's like living in a cage, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, there's a lot more things that can happen. So obviously, roads are busier and...
Yeah, I know, but we have busy roads too. What are you talking about?
I know, it's just a different culture thing, isn't it?
Yeah, I guess.
Here, you used to always get parents walking to school until you're at least like, probably like Kayla's age, like 8.
No, I still know kids who literally have walked to school and they are in secondary school right now.
I know, but I'm saying for when I was young, I used to walk.
Was there
to
a
school.
reason for that?
What? Walking to walking to school. I told you, because they didn't want anything to happen to us. They're overcautious of this.
Well, my parents didn't love me.
It's just different. In Africa, it seems there are more communities. You know, pretty much everyone in the whole village, didn't you?
Yeah, I guess so.
Here we barely know our neighbours.
Yeah, I guess. I guess that's the only difference. I always think my girls are not gonna get the, they're not gonna enjoy their childhood as much as I enjoyed mine.
Well, they will, but it's more like close-knit people that they will interact with.
I know, but I
lot more
can't
controlled.
I can't even trust a neighbour.
It's not about trust. You will probably end up getting to know the neighbours or whatever, but...
Yes, I know.
But
well, we've just moved, so we don't know the neighbours, obviously, because there's COVID. So, the time we've moved, we only know our next door neighbours because when we were out of quarantine, the first one, out of lockdown...
Yeah, when we moved, we met them.
That's when we met them. But everyone else, you just pass by, you don't know anyone.
No.
Which is different because where we've lived before, like where I'm trying to think, maybe before we had the kids, when we moved on our own, we didn't even know the next door neighbour, did we?
No, we lived in a flat though.
It wasn't like a flat.
Before the kids, when we had the first house.
Yeah, we didn't even know the neighbour.
It's just normal for in the UK, really.
Huh?
Unless you've lived somewhere for a long time and they've lived a long time.
I find that so awkward. Like,
so obviously my parents know one of the next door neighbours, Brett. But this is because they've lived next to each other for a very long time. In the UK, I guess it just takes a long time to get to know your neighbours.
Wow. It's literally 10 years for you to know your next door neighbour. That's how bad it is. But in Africa, to be honest...
As soon as you move in, it's...
You know that saying that says... it takes a village. Literally, that is exactly what happens. Everyone knows each other.
No, your kids can go out playing, don't you know where they are? Don't have to worry.
You don't have nursery issues. You are going to work and your babysitter let you down. You are literally constantly there. Like somebody's always around to take care of the baby.
Yeah.
Now that I've lived here, it's quite nice to have that extra family around you. So it's like a cushion.
So remember in sort of I used to walk to school in secondary school. Well, as soon as I started secondary school, I used to walk. And then remember last year of secondary school, I used to be able to go to town. Oh. You go into the village at lunchtimes.
Okay. Well, that's we would be way past going to town on your own, literally.
Well, probably to town. You just go into the village on your lunch hours.
Yeah, I know. Like,
could you do that when you were at school?
Yeah, you could go lunchtime. You could go home. You could go to town. You can get in a combi and you could go to town.
At any year.
Yeah, practically.
No, ours is only.
I remember when I was in primary school, there was a time that my dad would drop me off at school in the mornings, and I sometimes when he was late, if he was coming home late, because he used to pick me up after school and we go home together. But I remember a time where if he couldn't do that, he would give me money to get on the combi. By the way, combis are the coolest things.
Yeah,
like,
I remember combis.
So cool. I think Martin enjoys a combi.
He would never get a combi here. Zimbabwe combi would never be legal here.
But it's cool. I like it.
Yeah.
It's our life, and it's something that we grew up with.
Yeah. I remember the story when I was there. That you always don't believe me.
I don't believe him. I think that was a lie, though.
It was true. I told you that when we was in the combi, it was just me and one of our friends who was around with me. The combi stopped, and he got out and took some corn off the engine and ate it. He cooked some corn on the engine in the combi. She doesn't believe it. He was cooking corn on it.
Martin, stop it.
It was wrapped in tin foil.
Why are you lying?
I'm not.
I've lived in Zimbabwe half of my life, and I've never seen that happen before.
Oh.
And it literally just happened just because you were in the combi.
It happened. I remember it.
Oh my word. I could get on a combi and go home on my own.
I know, but I mean, did you be able to go walking around the village on your lunch times at school?
Yeah.
Oh, because on here, I say it was literally lunch. It was a year 11 privilege. You could do that. So I used
No,
to take.
everyone could get out of the school and go.
Oh.
You got allowed to go home as long as you come back in time.
Ours was a lot more strict then.
Zimbabwean schools are strict. I mean, there's a lot that don't happen in your schools that used to happen in our schools. Like, you know, when a teacher tells you that you're supposed to do your work, you do it. Yeah. You don't ask questions or tell them otherwise. No. That excuse, or the dog ate my homework.
Don't play.
No.
Yeah, I suppose in English schools, if you can mouth off and all you get is just, be quiet, and then next minute you're sent outside or detention. That's about it.
That's nothing. Zimbabwe, we got the stick, literally. I remember the most painful one was when they took the duster. So the chalkboard, they had these dusters and they had a wooden bit. And what they would do is they would ask you to do this. And then they would hit you with the wooden bit. Oh my gosh. That was the most painful thing ever. But
yeah, I couldn't get away with that here.
I know. Here you could go to jail for that, won't you?
Yeah.
You would
even just saying
or smacking,
anything really.
Oh wow.
Even talking to a child wrong.
I know. Even if as long as they think it's wrong here, that's it. You're gone. Anything else that you remember? I think the most amazing memory I have is, even though they had the money and stuff, I still enjoyed that bit of playing on the streets and making toys from scratch. I remember my brother used to be so good at making like little wire cars, literally from scratch with wires, like shape it and all. Okay. And it was pretty cool. He enjoyed it. I remember when it was kite season, like maize, the one we used to make salsa.
Yeah.
The when it goes dry, the little things you can use them to make, the little spinny things that you can put in the garden. Windmill things. We used to make them with those maize things.
Oh, yeah, that's cool.
We could make literally a bouncing ball with just plastic and rubber bands.
Yeah, you used to make football.
And it would literally bounce.
Yeah,
I think that's the coolest thing. Like,
well, we used to go and buy football and go and play.
I know, but just that experience, just thinking about it makes me so happy though. Because our kids will never, they will never, I don't want to say never. I would love my kids to experience life in Zimbabwe and that kind of freedom. And when you take them, you can tell that they have so much fun.
Yeah. I remember when I was little, we used to go quite long little walks, me and my mates, like into the fields and things. And one time we went into one of the fields and, the big hay bales, like stacked up. And we used to like climb on top of there until the farmer came and told us off. Right at the back of the end of the field, we found one of these old air raid shelters. So we all went in there and sort of had it as our own little private den kind of thing.
Oh, it doesn't beat coming back home, literally from head to toe. You have dust on you, and you know that if you're gonna be late, literally your mum is gonna be waiting there with a stick, like counting the seconds.
Yeah.
If you don't come back in time. For us, it was mainly because I was a girl. So I guess they would worry a bit more, but for boys it was fine.
No, I used to get telling off, but I never really got smacked as such.
Oh yeah, those were dished like meals in our house.
I have to do something really bad to get a smack when I was little.
Yeah, my mum used to be, wow, I can't even. I'm sorry, mum, but wow. Okay.
So at school, on my lunches, because we used to get pocket money. And I used to spend my pocket money because my mum used to give you on year 11 pocket money to get something to eat, or at school, or in town, or in the village. So I used to walk to the bakery. I used to get 4 big jam donuts for £1.
Oh wow!
every day on my lunch hour.
Wow. Okay. Well, I
That's so good.
remember at school we had tuck shops,
Yeah, we had tuck shop.
or they were ladies who would cook food, like hot food, and they will come, you know, like a normal fence, it has holes in it. So they would be on the other side of the fence of the school, and literally you pass them your money and they pass you whatever they had that you're buying in a newspaper. But it was cool. Like I wasn't like, I didn't buy a lot from them. I was just a bit, you know, cautious about what people would cook and whatever. But it was a good thing. And I remember when I was in boarding school, we had the tuck shop and it opened at certain times of the day, and you could queue up. There's a lot of people in this big queue, and you could end up without anything.
I think nowadays you just don't appreciate it as much as they should. I think because of I know you sort of take it for granted, because also we're made to go to school, when you have to pay for it. So
oh yeah, that's the other difference, isn't it?
Yeah.
You didn't have to pay for school.
yeah, so you don't really appreciate it as much, because you're forced to go, where you lot, I guess you appreciate it more because you know that your parents have paid for you to go, so you try to make the most of it.
Yeah. It was, you know, even now it's, some kids want to go to school, but they cannot afford it. You are so privileged here that, you know, you go for free. Yeah, so it is. I think that's a plus, really, because
even me, I wish I did better. No, I've sort of experienced
I think
other
always,
cultures. I just
I
wish
think
I did
though
better.
that's the case, that everyone always wishes later on that they did better. Yeah, no matter if your parents paid for the school or not, you always think back like, oh,
I could have done this.
I could have done better.
Also, something I really miss that you can't do now when I was little is obviously where you get your pocket money. You used to go to the corner shop, and you have to like you used to have penny sweets and 2p sweets and the thing.
Gone are the days.
Yeah, so you used to go for your bag, and you used to like a couple of these, and that was so cool. You have lots of little penny sweets and things. Obviously, not penny sweets anymore.
No.
So that's really nice. That I missed when I was little.
Yeah.
What do you think about the food and stuff? Difference when you got there?
It is different, but then you learn to adapt, don't you? It's totally different. I think most of the things in Zimbabwe, people just grow in their yards. Like, you grow it you've got little gardens.
Or I've got chickens and stuff.
Yeah,
it's not like
so
going to the supermarket.
everything is practically organic, isn't it?
Yeah, I did notice a difference. A lot of the time, you used to say you get banana here.
Yeah.
Go to Zimbabwe, have a banana there. It just tastes so different.
Yeah, so that's the other thing. Everything,
it's just fresh.
I think 80% of the stuff in Zimbabwe is organic.
Yeah, you just have all the
you
chemicals.
Grow it, you rear it, the chickens, you have the chickens, you know exactly what they ate. They give you eggs, you've got a vegetable patch.
It's all,
you grow it by seasons, and it's just amazing.
Yeah, here it's just, you just go to the supermarket, it's all like mass produced and
I know,
flavours.
You know the most shock I had when I first saw mashed potato in a bag. Who does that?
That's just lazy, I know.
How lazy can you get? How lazy can you get?
Yeah.
That is horrible. Like, I can't. I think we've never had ready meals, have we?
No, we don't do ready meals.
No, because why?
The only sort of ready meal I have is maybe I'll have a chicken korma or something. But
yeah, because he likes.
I like Indian food. She doesn't like Indian food.
But besides that, why would you?
Yeah, because I see you're used to everything's cooked, fresh.
Yeah.
From scratch.
We don't have ready meals. I don't know now, but we never had ready meals in Zimbabwe. Yeah. And as far as I can remember, my mum, we used to have weekends where I used to cook with my mum, and she would teach me different dishes and stuff. And
yeah, so that's another thing that's different in your child. You used to have like taught all these sort of housekeeping things.
Oh yeah.
Where me, I was just doing my own thing.
You knew that waking up in the morning, especially girl children, getting up in the morning, you have to sweep the house before you go and have your shower for school. The yard should be clean, no leaves. The veranda is polished. It's weird, isn't it? It's actually thinking about all the things that are so different about our cultures. Like,
yeah, so your culture obviously prepares you for being a grown-up more than mine, I guess.
Yeah. But anyway, guys, we'll save the culture one for a different day. Yeah. But we hope you enjoyed the video. If you want us to do more videos like this, just let us know. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.